Hello, welcome back. I'm so glad that you can join me today. Today I am making one of my favorite dishes that I usually make on Sunday, salmon. I love salmon, my husband loves it, and I've made it for a few friends and they've always asked me, what did you put in your salmon? So today I am making salmon, and next time they want the recipe they can just look on the video and see the recipe. So I'm making it for everyone today. Before I get started, if you can please just check below and you see that little red button that says subscribe, and you can click on that subscribe button. That would be fantastic. It allows me to bring more videos to you and allows you to be able to see my videos as soon as I put them up. Okay, so let's get started. Here I have a nice big piece of fresh salmon, Alaska fresh salmon, and on the back of the salmon is already, the skin is already taken off of it. So I'm gonna set this aside. I haven't put anything on it, and no seasonings I have not put on it. I'm just gonna set this aside and I'll tell you what I'll do in a little bit. So I've set aside my salmon for now. So I want to show you all the things that I am. This is like a one-man dish. You put everything in together. There's no separate pots. There's just going to be one. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to put with my salmon. Okay, so I have here some peppers. I have some celery. I have some tomato, some garlic. I have some potatoes. I have two different types of potatoes here, the white sweet potato and the yellow sweet potato. I have some carrots. There is an onion, and this is some leftover butternut squash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna wash this all, I'm gonna peel it, and then I'm gonna come back and show you exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so my vegetables are all nice and washed and clean. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up. So I'm going to start here with my pepper, and I'm going to cut everything up very small. I have a big bowl here. Once I cut it up, I put everything in the big bowl. And just empty it in the bowl. I have another pepper here. I have a couple more peppers here. I'm just cut up all my peppers first. Trying to get away from me. Now I'm going to add this to my bowl. Next will be my celery. Put all three of them together. Slice it down the middle. And in goes my celery. Next will be my onion. Cut that in half. That's it for the onion. Ooh, in it goes. Next, I will do my carrots. Carrots, I can just slice it like this. And carrot goes in. Next, I will put my tomato. Now we cut up our butternut squash, and I'm also cutting this up small in cubes. Salmon cooks very quick. It doesn't take a long time to cook, so that's why I'm cutting these vegetables up small so that I can cook with the salmon. That's a thick piece of salmon that I have, so it's going to take a few, it's going to take a little while, but it's not going to take that long. my butternut squash. My sweet potato. I don't know why they call this yellow sweet potato because it's not yellow, it's orange. But this potato cooks quickly as well. And this is my white sweet potato. Drop that in there. And these are my English potatoes. These gonna cook pretty quickly, so I don't have to make them as small. And now my garlic. Add my scallions and garlic here. In here now I have all my herbs, my tomatoes, my onions, my garlic, my celery in here, and my peppers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some seasonings to that. So I'm going to put some olive oil. Pour some good old olive oil in there. This is some parsley flakes. I'm going to put some, that was a little bit too much. So be careful guys. But that's fine. That's just about it there. That's good. I am going to put some paprika. And you see I'm just sprinkling stuff on. And you can do the same thing. You can just sprinkle stuff on. Here I'm going to put some salt. Sprinkle some salt in here. We have in here, this is turmeric. Some places they call it turmeric, and the islands it's called turmeric. So this is some turmeric. Turmeric is very good for you. They say it heals you. Indians use a lot of this. They say it heals you from the inside out. So turmeric, get some in your pantry if you don't have any. It's good for you. I'm going to use some season, all-purpose seasoning. Sprinkle it in there. Yep. Make it taste good. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper flakes in there, red pepper. I have some more garlic powder. Sprinkle it in there. Then I have some ketchup. I like ketchup. Put some ketchup in there. Don't be afraid. Just put it in. Gives it a good flavor. And my good old Bajan pepper sauce. And I go sometimes a little bit heavy on pepper sauce because I like pepper. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to stir this all up. Wash your hands guys, and then you can put your hands in there and you can stir it all up. Mix everything up together. Mix it all up. Nice. And that's what it looks like. So now my potatoes, I'm going to add my potatoes to that. Look at this guys. So that's why I told you this is a one-man dish. You just put everything in one time. Go do what you gotta do. Watch a movie. Do some laundry. Do something else, and everything done. You can eat one time instead of having to make all these different dishes. So this is what I do sometimes on Sunday. You know, these are the vegetables that I add. But if you have other vegetables that you like, you can add whatever kind of vegetables you like. You're welcome. You don't have to use what I'm using. You use your favorite. I don't add broccoli to this because broccoli cooks very quickly and it's very soft. I like my broccoli a little bit crunchy, so I don't add broccoli. But you could steam some broccoli separate and then add broccoli to this. And that's it, guys. This is what I'm gonna add to my salmon. So let me show you the next step for this. All right, here's some other stuff that I didn't add in. I'm adding to this vegetables here. This is some fresh thyme in here. You could probably just drop the whole thing in there and I'll take that out. And this is some Worcester sauce right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of it to that. And then just make sure everything is mixed up nicely. And that's it. Now I have my pan over here, and what I'm going to do is add some olive oil to the bottom of my pan. Put some olive oil in the pan. Good, because we don't want anything sticking. Now I'm gonna get my fish. I already have my oven on, heating up at 350. I have my salmon here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut this salmon in half. I'm gonna cut it in half because obviously it is longer than this pan right here. So I am going to cut that in half. There we go. And then I'm gonna take a layer of my, you see all this good stuff here, right guys? So now what I can do, hopefully you can see this good, is take one, let me just kind of switch around things a little bit that you can see good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take one, put a layer of this to the bottom. Make like a bed for the fish to lay on. And remember guys, I didn't add any seasoning to my fish. All I did is I cleaned it with lemon and salt as I usually clean my food, my meat. And that's all I did today. So I don't have any seasoning on this. So I'm just gonna lay it right here. Lay it right here on that bed right there. And then I'm gonna take the rest of it and just make sure it goes at, you know, like all the liquid in here gets all over the fish, because what's gonna happen is that is gonna all penetrate into the fish. And the steam and so on is going to cook the potatoes. So within no time at all, this is going to be done. So you can come home and quickly prepare this. Leave, go do another job in the house, whatever you got to do. And come back and it will be done. So you see, that's it guys. That's my salmon right now. It is very heavy. So I'm going to cover this with foil paper. Make sure it's covered nice because you want the steam to be able to cook the potatoes. So make sure you cover it well. And put it in the oven, and as soon as it is cooked and everything is ready, I'll come back and show you the finished results. Okay, now we're all done. The salmon is finished. Oh, look at that, look at the steam guys. It took 1 hour to be exact in the oven. So here it is. I have a fork here, and as you can see, everything is cooked. The potatoes are soft. Everything is cooked. So everything is done. It took exactly 1 hour, and this was a good thick piece of salmon, and the potatoes are cut up small. So it took 1 hour, but if your salmon is a little less salmon, it'll probably take less time. Depends on how big your meat is and your potatoes, or how big you cut them up. But this is an easy way to make salmon, guys. So I just put on here some of the potatoes, the butternut squash, the sweet potato, the 2 different types of sweet potato, the English potato right here, and this is our salmon. So we take a piece of our salmon. See how tender it is, guys? Because sometimes people ask me for this recipe because they say, how is your salmon so moist? Because theirs come out dry. Because sometimes that happens when you're cooking salmon. But this one is very tender, as you can see. And then you have this liquid in here. And that liquid is from the potatoes and everything. Okay, guys. And guys, here is a plate. You fix yourself a plate of salmon, and I will taste a piece for you so you'll see how it is. So let me taste a piece of it for you to tell you how it tastes. See, the salmon is the salmon is nice and flaky and moist. It's a little hot, but I'll try a piece. This is perfect. Remember, guys, when I put the salmon in there, remember I didn't season the salmon at all. I just put a layer of the seasoned potatoes and vegetables I have, and then I put the salmon on top of that, and then I put another layer. What happened is, from the seasoned potatoes and vegetables and so on I had, all the seasoning went into the salmon. So now, excuse me, so now this salmon is seasoned and is very tasty, and I have my potatoes and my carrots. You have your nice vegetables to go along with it, and you have, this is a very healthy meal right here. If you want, you can make a salad, and you can serve a salad with this, and this is what the doctor recommends that you have. And this right here, this is a big meal, and depends on how many people are in your family. This can serve you a few days, because this was a lot of meat, so this can serve a few days. And then if you have leftover salmon, guess what, you can make some sandwiches with that. Get some bread, put some mayo, some peppers, some lettuce, some tomatoes, and you can make yourself a sandwich with your salmon. So there's plenty of things that you can do with this, so it's not gonna go to waste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope all of you like this video. I hope it was easy for you to make. I hope it was. I thought it was pretty easy, just a matter of cutting everything up and putting it together. So hopefully you can make this for your family. And I want to say again, thank you for joining me. Below is that little red subscribe button. Please click on that subscribe button, because it allows me to bring you more videos, and it allows you to see a video every time I put a video up. Thank you again for joining me. Until next time, bye-bye.